Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. A US congressional hearing has underscored growing frustration in Washington with India, as lawmakers warned that tariff fights, visa restrictions, and strategic hedging have stalled the relationship. Despite New Delhi's pressure, President Donald Trump continues to call Pakistan a key regional partner, with analysts noting that US messaging during the recent Pakistan-India conflict exposed Indian claims and left Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the defensive at home. Prime Minister SHEHBAZ Sharif has urged the international community to press Afghanistan's Taliban authorities to curb militant groups operating from their soil. Speaking at an international forum in Turkmenistan, he said Pakistan's security concerns remain unaddressed, despite a fragile ceasefire and months of mediation by Turkey and Qatar. Ukrainian forces say they've retaken parts of Kupiansk and encircled Russian troops as President Volodymyr Zelensky visited the frontline town. Zelensky appeared in a video at the town's entrance, saying Ukraine's gains on the battlefield remain essential for strengthening its diplomatic position as the war continues. Kyiv says Russian units are now cut off, though Moscow insists it is advancing on all fronts. Thailand's Prime Minister, Anutin Charnvirakul, says he will speak with US President Donald Trump on Friday night, as heavy fighting with Cambodia enters its fifth day. Both countries have been exchanging rockets and artillery along their disputed 817-kilometre border, some of the worst clashes since July's five-day battle, which Trump previously halted through direct calls to both leaders. Turkmenistan's president, Serdar Berdimuhamedov, has hinted at potential political reforms ahead of a rare international gathering he is hosting. Leaders from Russia, Turkey, Iran, and several other nations have arrived in Ashgabat for the high-level meeting. In a message published in the state newspaper marking 30 years of the nation's neutrality, the president suggested that updates to Turkmenistan's political framework may be on the horizon, a notable signal from a government often criticized for its opaque and tightly controlled system. The US is preparing to intercept more ships transporting Venezuelan oil, following the seizure of a tanker this week, as it increases pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. The seizure was the first interdiction of an oil cargo or tanker from Venezuela, which has been under US sanctions since 2019. It came as the US executes a large-scale military buildup in the southern Caribbean, and as US President Donald Trump pushes for Maduro's ouster. Venezuela's government this week said the US seizure constituted a theft. Japan has lifted a tsunami advisory issued after an earthquake with a magnitude of 6.9 hit the country's northeastern region. The Japan Meteorological Agency earlier put the earthquake's preliminary magnitude at 6.7. The quake struck at 11:44 a.m. off the coast of Aomori Prefecture with a depth of 20 kilometers, after a bigger 7.5 magnitude earthquake hit the same region late on Monday. After Monday's earthquake, the government issued a special advisory warning residents across a wide area to be on alert for an increased possibility of a powerful earthquake hitting again within a week. Swiss Eurovision winner Nemo have said they were handing back their trophy in the latest protest about Israel's continued participation in the contest over the war in Gaza. Nemo, the non-binary singer who won in 2024 with The Code, a drum and bass, opera, rap and rock song, said Israel's continued participation went against the contest's ideals of inclusion and dignity for all people. The comments are the latest protest against the European Broadcasting Union, the Eurovision organizer, that has seen 5 countries pull out after it cleared Israel last week to take part in next year's event in Austria.
At least 10 Palestinians have died in the past 24 hours as a severe winter storm batters the Gaza Strip, local officials said. A baby in Gaza's Shati refugee camp was confirmed dead this morning after freezing to death, bringing the storm-related toll to 10. Authorities reported that 10 houses collapsed in the past day, with many more at risk of falling as families continue sheltering inside damaged structures. Residents say they have no alternative, with Israeli restrictions preventing the entry of tents, tarps, and other winter supplies. Palestinians warn that without proper shelter or heating, more deaths could follow as the storm intensifies. India has streamlined business visa approvals for Chinese professionals, dropping an extra layer of scrutiny and reducing processing times to under a month, two officials told Reuters. The move marks a significant step towards stabilizing relations, which soured after the 2020 Himalayan border clash. Officials said New Delhi has now completely resolved the visa bottlenecks that had severely limited Chinese travel and disrupted key projects requiring specialized technicians. We have removed the administrative vetting layer and are processing business visas within 4 weeks, one official said.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.